All right, guys, this is episode 2 of the Next Play podcast. I'm your host, Adam Dickens. That is John Mills, and that is Marquez Butcher, the third, bringing you the second episode of Next Play. We are happy to have you. Mills and Butcher, how y'all doing this week?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Ready to hit the road, go to Texas tomorrow. Go down there and see my G men and enjoy the wonderful city of Dallas, Texas for a week. So I'm ready.
Yes, yes, sir. Everything's bigger in Texas. Butcher, how's your week been?
Niners won, man. Great week.
The one team out of all of us that actually got a win this week.
Yeah, the
But
only one of us got a W. That
Yeah,
cupcake schedule.
that's
uh,
right. Last week we made predictions. Some of us got our predictions right. Some of us didn't.
Mm-hmm.
that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. All right, let's dive in. Let's go ahead and dive into this week. We got plenty to talk about and not enough time to get into it. So let's go ahead and roll. The first topic of the week is Commanders are going against the Packers, two up and coming slaughterhouse teams, heavyweights. Okay, got a lot to prove. Who has the most on the line in this matchup between the two? Anybody can go. Go ahead, Mills.
Uh, I'm sitting here thinking probably the Packers since they're the home team. They're the home team. They just made the big trade. Got Parsons. They the ones that I think they got probably a little more on the line. If you're Washington, you're on the road, you're feeling good, won your first one. And if you kind of, drop this one, you can always bookmark it and say, you know what, we'll see them in the playoffs. But it's the threats to take down Philly in the NFC. So it should be a great game. It should be an awesome game. Too bad I won't be able to sit there and enjoy it because we'll be on the road. But still, I'll be checking in on this one, and because I'm anxious to see what with this. I think this will decide which one of them is the real deal. Both of them got week one wins and everything, but this one decide right here, like who for real and who might have been a little faking. So yeah.
Absolutely. Jaden Daniels had the high hand last year as the up and coming rookie. Jordan Love, it seems like he's finally taking the helm, in his career and becoming a little bit more consistent and absolutely dominated last week. Butcher, who do you feel has a high hand or who has more to lose this week between the Packers and the Cowboys? Sorry, the
Totally,
Packers, the Packers and the Commanders. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Go ahead, man. I'm on a whole different show. Go ahead.
I totally agree with Mills. Packers are the home team. Packers are the team that's considered a Super Bowl contender. They have my league MVP this year, Jordan Love. So I think the Packers are the team with more to prove. The Commanders, let's be honest, they're still a year or two away from making any real noise.
See, I the only pushback I'm gonna give both of you guys is, and because pushback is what I do, it is that I think indirect pressure that Jane Daniels is having right now is coming from CJ Stroud, right? CJ Stroud had his sophomore slump after he kind of went through a similar rookie season as Jane Daniels, and he had that sophomore slump. And I think a lot of people are looking at Jane Daniels as, hey, is he going to have the same type of sophomore slump? And a lot of people are worried that that's going to happen to him. So for me, it's the expectations for Jordan Love has never, to me, been that high itself, right? Everybody's wonder when is he going to be high, and he started out this year
Expectation
hot.
expectation high now. They done
Yeah,
gave up two first rounders. The expectation high for them now. Not to cut you off, but You know, it
No,
might have
you're
not been high before, but it's high now. Trust and believe. What he getting, 55 million a year?
you're right, and I think those expectations are going to keep building up. Like the more you win, the more people are going to start talking, just like we are kind of right now. Overall, I think it's very similar. I think that if the either team, if they did lose this week, like it's not a surprise. I think both these teams are in similar categories. Nothing fully proven, just up and coming. But it is nice to see, and it'll probably be the main game I watch this week. I don't know about y'all, but it'll be the main game I watch this week.
One, I think the Packers are in a much tougher division. I still think Detroit's pretty good. Minnesota, I think they're going to be pretty good as well. So, whereas Washington, they got two bums in their division. So,
Oh, you throwing shots at the NFC East, huh? Okay.
I didn't.
I think y'all play the NFC East this year, right? I know y'all play us.
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll get to see during the course of the season how much of them bums is over the NFC East.
4-0.
Is it is
Four
that
of them,
is
yeah.
that why is that why Mills said y'all had a cupcake schedule because y'all
They
playing
got a cupcake.
NFC
All
East
right, they got a cupcake. Who they got this week? Who they got this week?
New Orleans.
In New Orleans, yeah, cupcake schedule.
the tough Spencer Rattler they gotta
Yeah,
play
Spencer Rattler. We might even
Hey,
see
we got
Tyler
Mac
Shock.
Jones.
We might even see Tyler Shock this week in that game.
We playing. Our starting
Mac.
quarterback this week is going to be Mac Jones. Okay,
Yeah, Mac
Mac
Jones. Yeah,
Jones.
Alabama. Yeah.
Everybody
Boy,
gonna tune in to see.
and it fits in perfect with that cupcake schedule. I mean, ain't like y'all going up against nobody tough or whatever. Y'all got Mac Jones, but you know what? New Orleans might upset y'all.
Since we're already here, let's go ahead and get into it because that was the next topic that was gonna come up. Is Brock Purdy most likely out for this week with a toe injury and I think a left shoulder injury is what they're calling it. Mac Jones is expected to be the backup, the the highly touted Mac Jones, and former Patriot great Mac Jones. So how are we feeling about the 49ers this week, especially like you mentioned going against the Saints? Um, where how do we see the 49ers doing this week? Let's go to our local expert, the 49ers
I
fan
mean,
base.
it's
Go
only
ahead.
right for Marcus to take that one. It's the
Well,
Go ahead.
listen,
49ers.
we're starting Mac Jones. That's how we're doing. Good news
Okay.
is, I think we're playing, in my opinion, the worst team in the NFC. So, no, actually, I apologize. Mills Giants is. But after that, then we're playing the Saints. Like I said, so I think we got two good running backs, run their ball 55, 60 times. Let Mac Jones throw the ball 8 times. Get good defense, get out with a win.
You don't
Hopefully,
want Mac
Brock
to
will come
air
back
that
in the
thing
week.
out.
No, no, don't need to air nothing out. Mm-mm.
Wait,
He gonna
so
be
who
Mac
are you guys
Montana
going against this
Jones.
week?
The New Orleans Saints
That's right.
You're
in New
not.
Orleans.
I thought the Giants were. I was off a week. That's right. I thought um Mills was saying the Giants were going against the Saints this week.
No.
I'm tripping.
Nah, it's two more weeks.
Um, so what's you kind of touched on a little bit, but what's expected stat line for Mac Jones, the former Pro Bowler, to to have this week?
7 of 10, 55 yards, no
10 passes.
interceptions. 10
Ten
passes.
passes
10.
in a Kyle Shanahan offense. 10
No.
passes.
If he throws the ball more than 20 times, something went wrong. No, don't throw.
He gonna
No,
spend it at least 20, 25 times, man. Mac probably
mm-mm,
be like
no.
11 for
Christian McCaffrey.
22.
Christian McCaffrey's getting 30 touches. Brian Robinson's getting 20, 25 touches.
Can
The
Chris
rookie
McCaffrey
running back,
handle? Can he handle 30 touches? You can't get Chris.
he's
Man,
got
that
no
man can't handle no
choice.
30 touches, huh?
He's got no choice. We need to win this game.
Rob,
He can sit the next week.
but run Robinson,
Fine.
but run Robinson about 15, 30, 20 carries.
Fine.
Get Christian McCaffrey about. You want Christian McCaffrey to have the same amount of runs as Mac Jones had passes, about 20 to 22.
No, I don't. I
He
don't
can't.
want Mac
It's
Jones to pass
early.
20 nothing.
It sounds like Butcher wants the 49ers to play the 1953 Green Bay Packers offense. That's what
That's
it
right.
sounds.
Yeah,
Vince Lombardi,
power
power
eye.
eye.
Yeah, run the
Knute
wishbone.
Rodney. Bo Schembechler.
Yeah, he
Let's
got
go.
no confidence in his backup quarterback. Ain't that something?
I got no confidence in my
Mills,
starting quarterback.
Mills, we obviously know Butcher's a little biased. What are your expectations as far as Mac Jones this week going against the Saints? With what he has going
Well,
against him.
he can play. I mean, all honesty, he can play behind the running game. The defense. The good thing about that 49ers, Robert Saleh seemed to have that defense kind of getting back, not back to the level they were, but they kind of getting back to that level. So, you know what I'm saying? Defense probably get a couple of turnovers. He'll get a few extra possessions. They have to handle him easily. Got to take care of him easy. Ought to be easy. Ought to be light work, but you just never know in the NFL. But I figure Mac Jones probably throw for about 11, 22, 150, 175 yards. McCaffrey run for about, he probably get 100 on them. Yeah, they ought to
I,
be light work.
I will say what the 49ers do in the Kyle Shanahan offensive system does, that very West Coast influence system, is we've seen lesser quarterbacks play in that system and do well. If we're being honest, that system does a really good job at protecting quarterbacks. It made Jimmy G look like a Pro Bowler. It made hell. Give me some old 49ers quarterbacks that they ran through in the past. Like
You know, Cal Shanahan system, it had it had Matty Ice as Matt Ryan as the
MVP.
MVP candidate down
MVP
in
candidate.
Atlanta. I mean, the system made Kirk Cousins with all these millions of dollars. He made Kirk Cousins a household name. So I mean, they got a good system, but they ain't won the big one with it yet. But I mean,
And, and I think this is going to be an unpopular opinion. Let's just say I think Mac Jones' system hides some of his weaknesses a little bit, and he actually has a good week. Okay, y'all get a nice, good, comfy win, and I think the conversation may start looking at Purdy, and that pressure is going to look a little crazy at Purdy. I actually think that there's a chance to do that. I honestly do, just because we've seen lesser quarterbacks run that system. You can look at me crazy like that, but Mac Jones isn't like absolutely
hold on.
completely terrible. The
Am
Patriots might
I
have ruined
hearing?
them, in my opinion. What?
Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? I think I'm hearing you say. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm hearing you saying that Mac Jones and that system might even challenge Brock Purdy.
There is a possibility that he has a chance.
Good boy,
Possibility. It's
Bucky.
very slim possibility. But
Minties.
and I'm not saying Mac Jones is that good. I'm not saying Mac Jones is that good. What I'm saying is
You
the
been
offensive
Brock Purdy
system
that
can
bad? It's either one or
what?
two things.
I have a better shot of becoming the president of the KKK.
Like bigots.
But your
I
good
hate
thing
street
is
words.
when when people put on sheets, you can't see what color they are. So
Bruh,
I mean, there's a
bruh, bruh. Hey,
possibility. There's a
hey, bruh.
possibility,
Hey,
buddy.
bruh. Look,
Wait,
I think we got more important stuff to talk about than Mac Jones edging up. Did Mac Jones is Lord.
all right,
Let's
we
not
gonna
let's
circle
not
back.
spend no 20 minutes on no Mac Jones, please. Lord have
No,
mercy.
We
that's it.
we
We are
we
not.
gonna
Yeah, we're
cir-
gonna talk enough about
we are
Mac
gonna
Jones,
circle
please.
back to this next week when there's a
Yeah.
little conversation, a little buzz. I'm telling you, we're gonna circle
But
back
Mac
to it.
Jones. Who the
And
third?
you
We
can
might even
laugh
see the third
now.
string quarterback.
We can laugh now, but we've seen four fifth string quarterbacks operate efficiently in that system. That's all I'm saying. But we will push forward just like
None of them
Mills
were as
wants.
bad as Mac Jones.
Matt, I feel like you okay. It's all right. We're not gonna spend 20 minutes on Matt
I'm
Jones.
not.
We're
You
not
First of
gonna
want to
all,
spend
talk
20
his
about
minutes.
name.
Mac
First of
Jones
all,
tonight?
he's not good enough
Really?
for us to call him Mac. His
That
name
was
is
saying
McCorkle.
he don't deserve over 2 minutes of airtime. Mac Jones.
McCorkle does not deserve this much time.
You are stupid. All
Nick
right.
Saban didn't
Uh
talk about Mac Jones that much. I'm sorry.
I'm not a fan. I'm just saying it's a slim chance. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, Nick.
I'm just throwing it
Yes,
out.
Nick saying about Mac Jones. He said, "Who? Mac Jones? You talking about the guy that fixed my car? Oh no, your former quarterback. Oh, that guy. Oh, sorry,
Mills
man. My
disrespectful.
bad.
The Mac Jones
I'm not
disrespect
disrespectful,
is
man.
crazy.
Mac Jones just ain't. He ain't.
Okay, I can't wait to send screenshots of his production into the chat.
Yeah.
Just now, if he throws for like three interceptions, then I'm not gonna say nothing. We won't bring it up again. But if he does
I
well, I'm
will.
bringing it up. What?
I will. I will
I'm
bring
sure
it
you
up.
will. I hope so. Okay, look. Let's talk about one of the best quarterbacks right now, if not the best quarterback. Even though he didn't play like it last week, Patrick Mahomes is having his Super Bowl rematch against the heavyweight Eagles, who are coming off of a good win against the Cowboys in Week 1. Um, where do we see the Super Bowl rematch going forward? And will the Chiefs rebound against the Eagles after losing their Week 1? Butcher, you go first.
Unfortunately for Patrick Mahomes, he has nobody to throw the ball to. One of his
Zero.
best receiver is suspended. His second best receiver is hurt. His third best receiver is washed. That's right, Travis Kelsey. Done. Washed. Finito. Done. It's over. Change your last name and go on about your life and get married. It's over. The good news for the Chiefs, though, is they have a pretty good defense, so they'll keep the game close. But the Eagles are going to win this game.
What do you see the score being?
Well, Jalen Hurts don't like using his wide receivers, so 24-14.
24-14.
Yeah,
Uh,
Chiefs 14 points at home.
yeah. It's bad for them.
it
It's
it does rough. It is rough, but it's at the same time, Mahomes, no matter what, does keep games competitive. Like he's not gonna win. I think we can all kind of agree in this conversation that they're not gonna win, but he's at least gonna keep that game competitive like he always does. But
listen.
Mills, go ahead, give me your take on the Super Bowl rematch.
Well, Kansas City is at home. Kansas City is at home, coming off a loss. They gonna win this game. They might have to get ugly. They might have to grit it out. They might get a friendly call or two. I think they're gonna pull this one out. I think they're gonna pull it out. Um, you know, one thing about Mahomes, he ain't got nobody to throw it to, but they throw them little dump offs. They'll run them little dump offs or whatever. And they'll do enough. Kareem Hunt might run that ball. You know, if they can bait Jalen Carter to spitting on somebody for the game, they can bait him to spitting on somebody, then it will be better. I think they're gonna pull it out. I think it might be a late field goal, 27-24. I think Mahomes. I think they might get Mahomes the ball with about a minute and something left, and he might whoop him. I just yeah, I got a little faith in them because I don't think they want to go there 0-2, especially in that division they in. You know, with old Harbaugh over there looking over his shoulder after they got that win on them. They ain't trying to go there 0-2. So I think Kansas City. I think they pull it out.
If we do know one thing, anything is possible with Patrick Mahomes. I do think it is an interesting take. I thought we was all in agreement that the Kansas City Chiefs were gonna lose this game and get and keep it tight, but I guess not.
No, no, no. They win this one at home, man. Emotion. Then you got Philly. Philly done had ring night. Then they had the long layoff. They going on the road. You know, they don't beat the division rival. It's set up for a letdown game for Philly. It's actually set up perfect for a letdown game. I'm telling you, man.
Why does Jalen Hurts don't throw the ball to his receivers?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the system they set up. I have no idea. He only throw after he gets criticized. They have 2 or 3 games where he don't get a lot of catches. They'll get criticized and then they'll then he'll throw for like 300 yards and then be like, yeah, I can do that. I have no idea why they just wasting two good receivers over there.
And a good tight end.
Yeah,
I do think it's the system. I think specifically with the Cowboys in that week one, I think the Cowboys refused to put a spy out there on a quarterback spy out on the field, and I think he took advantage of that. He pretty much forced them like, "Hey, you gotta guard this my running ability," and with that comes, I think he kind of tries to play mistake free football when he can, in terms of, "Hey, you're gonna have to stop this, or if you want me to pass on the outside." And that's just what the game plan was for the Cowboys. So you come to this stalemate where he's not throwing to AJ Brown and he's running it because there's nobody in his range, and that's just what the game plans fall into.
yeah, but then you get your receiver, he ain't happy.
That man is
It,
reading on the sidelines.
Yeah, he ain't
He
happy
put a book out.
because he get 30 million, man. He want to get his touches. He got to keep his touches up to keep his money up.
He drove that man to read.
Yeah, reading on the sideline. He reading self motivation books on the sideline.
He
it
That's
is
reads,
that's
true.
I don't want to choke
The,
my quarterback.
this week won't play into that though. Like the Chiefs defense does not play like that. It's a bunch of random blitzes, of very unpredictable type
how
of
you doing,
defense.
Spags? You talking about my old coordinator, Spags? You don't think
Spags.
Spags going Spags? You don't think Spags gonna dial up some stuff for him?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not going to play like a Cowboys type of defense where they pretty much had all coverage in the back and nothing. No, the blitzes were very limited.
Yeah, he's gonna play his
If we're
zone.
being
Yeah,
honest,
yeah. Yeah, Spags gonna man up on you now because he gonna send them blitzes.
and with that, I think it's going to force him to pass a lot. Well, speaking of that, so as far as AJ Brown receptions, we going over or under 5? What are we looking at?
I really ought to get 5 catches. I don't know, man. You
Is it
know,
is he
they,
going is
Under,
he going to make it up to him this week?
under, under, under. AJ Brown ain't catching 5 passes. Better question is AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goddard combined gonna catch 5 passes? And the answer to that is under.
It can't be. It can't be that. It literally cannot be that for 2 weeks in a row. It cannot be.
It shouldn't be. Jalen Hurts is overrated.
You can't tell me they didn't have a conversation this week at practice. Yeah, AJ Brown didn't say nothing. You telling me they didn't communicate at all this week? They just existing and not talking to each
they,
other.
but they're working on a new offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore was their coordinator. He in New Orleans, so they got a new coordinator. So I guess they kind of get the, because I don't think Sirianni called plays, so they getting. I think they kind of getting it. They probably trying
No,
to get on the
Sirianni
same
don't
page. I'm
call
pretty
plays.
sure they're gonna try to work on getting them to football. But the thing about it is they're winning like they playing. So are we gonna change how we play to get them to football, or are we gonna just try to keep with the flow of the game? But the damage against the Cowboys was him and Barkley, both of them running. He had the running lanes open. He had a lot of running lanes open. Um, I don't know if the Chiefs gonna give him the running lanes, but I don't know, man. I
Jalen
say,
Hurts is
I
mid.
say, I say, get 5 catches.
Jalen Hurts is mid.
He good for that system, with the weapons and stuff.
If we swap quarterbacks, the Eagles would go undefeated.
If who swap quarterbacks?
If Kansas City and Philadelphia swap quarterbacks,
Oh,
Philadelphia goes
oh,
undefeated.
oh.
Damn, but you sound a little bit like Cam Newton right now.
Oh, I agree with Cam. I'm Team Cam on that one. Fuck Gilly.
Would you rather be a middle of the pack quarterback and win a Super Bowl, or would you rather be a great quarterback and not win a Super Bowl? That's a surprise topic for today. Since we diving in this
What the check
conversation,
look like?
apparently
Would you
they
rather
both
be a
getting
middle?
paid
Well,
similar.
What the check look
well,
like?
would you? Let me ask you this, and let me flip it like this. Would you rather be a great person or a middle of the pack person? I want to be great.
Listen, Dickens,
I want to be
why be a
great.
legend on the field when you could be a legend at the bank?
I want to be great.
But Hurts is doing both. He's still getting a check
Well, if
and
you're
he's
middle of the
winning
pack,
Super
you ain't.
Bowls.
If you're middle of the pack, you ain't gonna. You still be a legend in the bank in the NFL, middle of the pack. But if you're a great quarterback, then you're gonna be a legend at the bank. You're a great quarterback. You're gonna be in the MVP conversation. You're gonna get a lot of individual accolades. You're gonna get the big contracts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl. See, what happens is that we try to make Super Bowl an individual award. It's a team award. It's team. It's a
The
team
Eagles are the
award.
very
But the
definition of it
media
being a
the
team award.
media want to make it an individual award. The media only wants to give the quarterback credit when they win a Super Bowl. It's a team award. So that's where you get into, oh well, that's why the whole Cam and Jalen Hurts now want to compare their careers. I mean, it's you're on a good team. Great. You're great. Jalen Hurts is not a he's not a what they call a force multiplier. He don't make everyone around him better, but he's played on good teams. He's been surrounded by a lot of talent since he's been playing in Alabama and everywhere else, and he plays within the system. I like him because he plays within the system and he takes what the defense can. I like that.
He's Kirk Cousins
But
with a Caesar.
he better than Kirk, man, because Jalen Hurts can run that. He run the football. He has the he bring an element. Jalen Hurts bring that element of if I can't throw it, then that's all right. I can run it. He like a damn running. Be built almost like a
So,
running back.
so Mills, before we go forward, uh, so you're saying championships are a team?
That's a team
Uh,
sport. It's a team thing. Yeah.
okay, how come you don't keep that same energy when we had this Michael Jordan LeBron debate? Because it's
It's a
not how you
football
shape it.
podcast.
It's not how you shape it. But
It's a
we're
football
not gonna
podcast.
get into that right now. We're not gonna get into it because every time we do have it, you say
Cause
six championships,
hold on,
and
hold
that's
on,
a
hold on.
team. It's
Well,
a
hold on,
team.
hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no, no,
It
no,
is a
no, no,
team.
no. We
You're right.
no,
It's a
we
team.
got
Hold up.
we gotta
Hold
keep
up. It's a
pushing. We gotta
team.
keep pushing.
It's
We're
a
on
it's
to the
a
next
team
topic.
sport, but
You
it's
saw what he
simple
did there,
math.
Mills? He threw that in
No, but
there.
it's simple. Hold up,
You
Butcher. He
saw
don't
what he
want me to
did.
respond
But
because
all I
I got to
hear is six
respond for him.
championships when we talk
It's
about Jordan. That's all
simple.
I'm saying.
It's
That's
simple
all I'm
math.
saying.
On a football field, you got 11 play offense, 11 play defense, and you got 11 on special teams. In basketball, there's only 5 on the court at a time, and only 8 people play it. So a person has a bigger impact, but it's still, you're right, it's still a team game. And that's why LeBron had what 21 All Stars and five Hall of
Past
Famers and
their
all that
prime,
stuff. But
past their
anyway,
prime, past their
but
prime.
we
Most
gonna
of it was
stay.
past their prime. We know that, but we are gonna keep pushing forward. We are gonna keep pushing
Yeah.
because this is a football podcast, not a basketball podcast. But
But
sometimes you can't.
we're gonna definitely have to have this debate. We're gonna have to have it out one day on this podcast about the LeBron and Jordan because you love some
Can't
LeBron.
wait.
Maybe
You
when
love
we
some
start
LeBron.
maybe when we start the basketball
Yeah, the
podcast up
basketball season
eventually,
come in. Yeah,
we'll
basketball
have
season
that
get in.
debate.
We have we have that debate.
Um, but
Absolutely.
moving forward, Lamar Jackson gave a friendly little shove to a fan on the
Yes,
sideline.
yes, this is the
Uh,
topic I want to talk about. Yes,
after being touched by a fan, Lamar Jackson gave a friendly little
touched,
shove. Um,
touched.
or what? How would you guys describe it? Go ahead.
The dude
He was
pushed. I
pushed.
mean, the dude he pushed.
He was
From what
pushed.
I saw, he pushed. Who was that in front of Lamar? He pushed him in the head first. It's
Yeah.
like they was walking by. They walking by, and the fan just he pushed the person in front of him in the head, like boom. And then when he went to touch Lamar, Lamar walking behind this dude and see you pushed this dude in the head, pushed him on the helmet, and he see him push behind him. But what Lamar should have did, now I'm not an advocate of violence. So, but what Lamar should have did, Lamar should have snatched him up out there. He should have grabbed him instead of pushing him. He should have pulled him up out there and pulled him up out that seat and pulled him down. And I ain't saying he should have beat the boy up. Pull him down there and pull him down there and put him on the ground. And then you let security take him. Put him on the ground and say, hey, this what you want? Hey, this what you want? Because see, at that moment, when he's snatching him out, when the boy feel himself being snatched out that seat, his mind gonna say, "Oh, I really messed up. I really messed up now." His life gonna flash before his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, man, keep your hands off the players, man.
You know what I think should happen? You know what I think should happen? I think that kid should have been taken out the seat, and then he should be forced to do an Oklahoma drill with Derrick Henry. Okay, that's what the fuck
That's
I think should
murder.
happen.
That's murder.
Okay,
That's
that
homicide, man.
that's
Oklahoma
exactly
girl
what
with Derrick Henry. That's
that's what the fuck.
homicide.
If he want the fan experience, he's gonna get the ultimate fucking fan experience with the Oklahoma drill with Derrick Henry. That's exactly how it should play out. Okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Butcher, what? How do we feel? Lamar did apologize to the public. He said maybe the fans should chill next time. Is quote unquote his words. What? How do we think the situation should have played out? I know Mills kind of touched on it, but how do you think the situation should have played out? And what should happen to that fan? Should anything happen to Lamar? Just kind of give us your thoughts.
I would have never apologized. I'm sorry I didn't. You know what? I apologize. And quite frankly, if I'm Lamar, I would have never apologized. There's nothing to apologize for.
You know the
People
team made
put
him
your hands on you.
apologize.
You have the right to do whatever.
But you know the team made him apologize. He's the quarterback. You know,
Just because I'm a quarterback don't mean I can't beat somebody's ass. I don't understand that point. What do you mean?
and in the National Football League, that's what it means. In the National
Yeah,
Football,
not
you're a
yeah, no.
quarterback. You can't do no stuff.
Go ahead, Mills. Go ahead, Mills. I'm sorry,
When
I
you're a
didn't mean.
quarterback, you have to carry yourself like Russell Wilson does off the field. You have to carry yourself as as a good guy and everything. Yeah.
What?
So,
What?
Don't
No.
put your hands on them.
Most definitely. I don't blame Lamar, right? At all. No one should blame Lamar. But the professional aspect into it, we all work in professional environments. And in that case, whether you have a uniform on, or in this case, you're 24/7, you're the Ravens quarterback, is every action that you do is a reflection of the Ravens. And so that's the play the Ravens are going to take on it. But I would never blame Lamar for that. I am glad that it didn't turn into a Ron Artest, Steven Jackson situation, especially on a football field because it's so many more fans and it could have been so much crazier. um, than the Malice in the Palace. That's one thing I'm thankful for. Now, I kind of said this in our group chat, but I feel like this situation it could bring up conversations with the owners of almost going, unfortunately, to like a hockey system where you got plexiglass that's separating the fans from the players. I don't want that to happen, but I could see that conversation being brought up to the owners and them start talking about that.
We
That's
got a
honestly
lot of
what I do
fans.
see happening.
We have a lot of fans right now. The situation is where fans are getting too entitled. They feel like they have the right to do whatever they want to do. And
Yeah.
my feeling is quite simple. Say whatever you want to say, boo, yell, scream, all that type of stuff. Don't put your hands on the players. It's that simple to me.
That's why I said he should have snatched him out of the seat. That let the fan know, like, cause see the fan is sitting there thinking, well, they're professional athletes. They have to do the right thing. They have to they have to, he's not supposed to touch me. But that dude is a human being. So if he gets snatched up out of that seat and been laid on his back and he's sitting there Lamar on top of him, and like I say, I ain't talking about beating him up and nothing like that. Just snatch him and grab him, put him on the ground, pin him on the ground and have a little conversation with him. Had a
Play
little
stupid
come, you know how
games.
Stone Cold, Stone Cold used to have him there and do like, just
That's
do
right.
one of them moves. Just do one of them moves just one time. Now I know they probably the NFL, they'll probably will suspend the player or whatever, but they're gonna let them fans know. I don't think I want to mess with them cats. I don't think I want to do that. You know what I'm
Play
saying? But
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, if this dude is a if that same fan see a dude walking in the street with red bandanas, pants sagging, with the 45 sitting up there, is he gonna push him on the head? Is he gonna push that dude on the head? No, he's not. See, people know. People know what he's doing. He know, oh, I ain't pushing it. He going in the store to get him a soda, and he see this cat up in there, and he like straight out of straight gangbang thug, animal thug looking dude. He not, I'm gonna push you upside the head. No, he not bothering that guy. Just like Butcher, you from New York, the mafia. You won't walking up to them John Gotti and smacking them John Gotti or saying nothing up there because you're gonna get missing. People know what they doing. He knows, yeah, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I can do this. And this way, sometimes when they get snatched up out there, then he gets snatched up out there, pinned on the ground for about 2 or 3 minutes. He'll understand.
That's right.
He'll
It,
understand.
and I want to touch on the reason why I feel like a lot of these fans are feeling so comfortable and feel like they can do stuff like this. And I think some of it, I don't think we talk about the why enough, but I think a lot of it is when fans feel like they're spending a paycheck, maybe two paychecks, just for a ticket, a good ticket,
Oh
or
yeah.
in a jersey. They feel entitled. They feel like I need the real fan experience. I need a fucking one on one with fucking Lamar Jackson apparently.
Look at the cost. Look at the cost of going to a football game. First of all, if you gonna get any decent tickets, you gonna spend four, five, $600 for the ticket.
Correct.
Then you gonna pay $7, $8 for a hot dog. You gonna spend $40, $50 in concession. Hot dog, a hamburger, a beer. You know what I'm saying? You spending that
$100
money.
for parking.
Yeah, hell yeah. Then
Parking
you got the
parking pushing 200.
shit. That
Hmm.
was said. What is it? I know Texas. I know parking. It's like 160 something like that. Yeah, but and then you look at the atmosphere of a football game. 3 or 4 hours for the game, you out there getting liquored up. Because I don't want to have to buy this high-dollar beer and alcohol in there for us alcohol drinkers. I don't want to buy that. So I'm gonna get liquored up out there. So you coming in wired up. You know, spent that money. So yeah, you kind of want to be a part of the action. But if you get snatched up out there by a dude like Derrick Henry or somebody, he'll snatch you up out there. He'll snatch you up out your seat, and he looking you in your eyes while you laying on your back. Yeah, that'll
Whoa,
you're so
whoa,
up with
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa! What are we
Yeah,
talking about right
I'm just saying when a fan put his hand on a player,
now?
the player
Mills, why why you laying on
snatch him
your
up out there,
back?
put him on his back, put him on his back. That's right.
You just
You get snatched up, put on the back.
man.
Those words were from John Mills and John Mills only. This is not
Hey
the
man,
Let's Play
You got
podcast.
your got
I
your
worked
legs
in
kicked
prison.
up. Got your
I
legs
worked in
kicked up.
prison 30 years, man. I'm sorry. I got a different mentality.
All
Yeah,
right,
snatch
all
them
right,
up.
all right. Let's keep it moving. Ben Johnson is returning to Detroit to face off with his former team, the Lions, who had a very, very, very rough week last week. Um, Chicago also had a rough week last week. So, how do we think this is going
They
to
had
play
a
out?
rough quarter.
A
Sorry.
very rough quarter.
Yeah, they had a
Very
rough
rough quarter.
quarter. The first half, they looked good.
Uh, feel free to say what you expect. Who's going to bounce back? Also, we got to bring up Caleb. We got to bring up Caleb.
Yeah, yeah. Please let me start. Can first of all, Caleb Williams, what color nails are he going to have for the game? What color nails are you going to have in undershirt and whatnot? Caleb, man, Lord have mercy.
Well, typically for contact sports, I would suggest not having press ons. Press
Yeah.
ons can come off
No, he
very
has the
easy,
same
but
nail
I'm no
tech as
expert.
Angel Reese. He has the same nail tech as Angel Reese. Anyway, no, but anyway, let me find out where they playing at. Hold up, man. You know I got that.
Detroit, I think.
Wow, why
They
are you
playing in
talking?
Detroit.
They're
They
playing in
playing
Detroit.
Detroit. No, Chicago going to Detroit. I think Detroit got embarrassed, and Dan Campbell got embarrassed. I don't think Dan Campbell getting embarrassed at home. And with Ben Johnson coming up in there, so I think they might have a little something for him. I don't know. I think Ben Johnson, Chicago working out the growing pains, man. Chicago, I'm looking at Chicago the second half of the season. I want to see him. We should be seeing Caleb Williams and Chicago offense improve weekly. Like they should be looking better, but going into Detroit, because Detroit going in 0-2 and lose to Chicago at home. But I think Dan Campbell. I got a little faith in Dan Campbell. He an ex New York Giant tight end. I got a little faith in him, man. I think Dan gonna have the boy ready this time. Aiden
Go ahead,
Hutchinson,
Bush.
I'm ready.
Are we sure Caleb Williams is good?
There,
No,
there is a there is a
no, we're
growing
not sure he's good.
that it has come out that Caleb is apparently dyslexic, and so with that, they're talking about that when they Ben Johnson puts in the play calls, they have to literally say the play backwards in order for him to understand or remember the play to give it to everybody else. Just something I just wanted to throw out there.
Okay, okay, but when he get to play and when he is executing the play, Caleb like to play that Johnny Manziel freestyle ball to run around, and Ben Johnson is a guy that drop back. He runs the drop back, get it out, get the ball out. Go through your reads type thing. He used to Jared Goff a statue. Couldn't run. So Caleb wanted if the first couple reads ain't there, Caleb ready to freestyle and What he got to do is just get. He got to lock in on that system because I think it's a better system to sustain his career if he lock in, drop back, ball come out. You know what I'm saying? Go through your reads, ball come out. You know what I'm saying?
Is his arm dyslexic?
He's all
I don't.
right. He got an
His
all right
arm ain't the
arm.
problem. I don't see his
You
arm
sure?
being the problem. I think
He got no
he
great
was
arm. He all right though.
he be throwing some beautiful balls. I'm not
He rolled to the
pause.
right. He had
I'm
that
not.
one where he rolled to the right in the first half. He rolled to the right and threw that ball down the field. I mean, but I don't know. Go ahead, finish your points, though, Butcher. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is we keep making these excuses for Caleb. To me, he's got two pretty good receivers, a decent running back, a great offensive mind as his head coach, and yet he went up against a guy in J.J. McCarthy, who I'm pretty sure is a bum. And got outplayed. I it's a personal bias for me because I never saw it with Caleb Williams. I never thought he was this generational quarterback that teams had to tank for. I never saw that. I never understood that. First of all, he an SC quarterback. All SC quarterbacks stink. It was a rule.
Butcher, you in a pleasant mood today.
Yes, I am. Very much so.
All SC quarterbacks stink.
Yes, they do. Name me one good one.
I ain't say you were wrong. I just
Oh,
used
okay.
yeah, I lay what Carson Palmer. That's all I got. Carson Palmer. That's all I
Look,
got. I'm sorry.
look. This is what I noticed from Caleb Williams when I watch him play. Right, the play will start, and it could be maybe the wild style that kind of Mills brought up. It could be he really doesn't know the damn plays. Like I don't think he has a progression list of where he's going down. I really think he just starts to play, and he's looking just it's like a deer in headlights every single time. So he throws a beautiful ball. He really does. I went back and watched some of the highlights from the last game, and he really throws a beautiful ball. Is the throw motion isn't the issue? It's not at all, but it's almost like he doesn't have any progressions at all, and you're gonna keep getting sacked 500 times a season playing like that. It's like there's no checkdowns that he really wants to throw. He is everything is was down the field, and if it ain't what he wants, he's just gonna hold on to it till he gets sacked. And that's not how you play. That's a quarterback that's going to continue to lose. And you saw it progressively get worse as the game went on. They got off the script plays, right? The first 20, 25
Mm-hmm.
script plays.
Yeah.
And then he started doing what he wanted to do after he was getting the plays, the ones he couldn't memorize during the week that they already had scripted for him. And then he just starts freestyling. And it's a deer in headlights, and nothing good is gonna come from that at all.
Yeah, you can't. You got to be careful freestyling in the NFL. Unless you have elite speed and talent like a Michael Vick, like Lamar Jackson, like Jaden Daniels, where you got that elite speed. Ain't a whole lot of freestyling. And then when them dudes run, they ain't running around. They running. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pull this thing down and run, and they running to pick up yards and get the hell down. Caleb, like you said, once they get off the script of those first 20 plays, it's like I don't know. It's just like you got to drop back, go through your reads, and if it ain't there, then you got the ball got to come out. You got to get rid of the ball, throw it away, or if you got a running lane, then put your head down and run and pick up your like Mahomes. Mahomes will run and pick up their 5 and 6 yards, but Caleb want to run around for the big play. Like, I want to make this big play, And bruh, but hey, Ben Johnson will put it out there like that if he ain't running if he ain't running the system, he don't mind setting him down. So I'm interested to see what he gonna look like. Yeah.
Do we think that the Chicago bounces back against the Lions this week, or what do we see happening?
No,
You
I
saying
already
the
said
Lions?
Lions win. I got
Lions
Lions.
blowout,
I told you
blowout,
Lions winning. Yeah, Dan
blowout.
Campbell. Dan ain't
It,
letting them
it,
people come up in there like that. Dan ain't letting his ex employee come up in there and beat him coming off a loss too. Hell no. They ain't had them boy ready.
I
Dan
have not
Campbell's
given
gonna
up
be
on
ready.
Detroit yet. I have not given up on Detroit yet.
You shouldn't. They're gonna be
Mhm.
really good. They're still good.
Damn right. We'll keep it moving. Miami struggling for their life. I know Mills feels very strongly about this. He brought it up a couple times during the week. Um, who is the blame for Miami struggles? Is it Tyreek starting off the mad mojo at the end of the season saying he was leaving? Is it Tua? Is he the issue? Is it Mike McDaniel's the genius, quote unquote, is what he's been labeled as? Who do we see as y'all just Bobby y'all's head? Uh, who is the issue in Miami?
The problem with Miami is this: Miami Dolphins play like their coach look on the sideline. Their coach, the dude don't look, and I ain't trying to, diss the guy looks or nothing, but the dude don't look like no football coach. He looked like a member of the Geek Squad. He looked like a member that when my computer is not working right, he looks like a member of the Geek Squad, and they play like that. They play in soft. Miami could never win in warm. They could never win in cold weather. They usually win in warm weather. Now they can't even win in warm weather. They just look soft. They look soft. They just look soft, man. Like I don't know.
Go ahead, Butcher. What do you got? Who's the issue? Who's the problem?
Mike McDaniel is a Kyle Shanahan merchant.
Keep that going. Keep it going.
Bum. I saw it from the beginning. Bum, bum, bum. They're a team full of bums. Tua, bum. Tyreek Hill, bum. The defense, bum. Get them out of here. All of them.
I was good until you called Tyree Hill bum, but go ahead.
He's a bum as a person.
So you do you think
Got
it's?
another
I
domestic. I
mean,
mean, he got another domestic violence
uh,
accusation. So
uh,
yeah. So yeah,
uh,
yeah
in that, I'm just going
he a
to take
hole.
a little dive into it. I read up on it, and apparently, when she was pregnant, it didn't say what, but apparently, he was twisting intimate body parts as a form of abuse. I don't really know what that mean. I mean, we could take some assumptions as adult men. It just sounded kind of fucked up either way.
He an idiot.
But
He an
He's
idiot,
never
man.
heard of a condom.
He an idiot. The dude an idiot. I mean, he a hole, man. You can just his personality.
For God's sake.
You can tell
Use one of them
but
gloves
he's
he
a
got.
talented. He's a talented a hole. But right now, they not on the same page. They not getting the ball. See, some guys, man, some guys are good at coordinator and drawing up plays. And Mike McDaniel is probably one of those dudes that good at. He can probably break down some film and draw up plays. But football, man, is football is a brutal sport. It's you got to have. It's a passionate sport, man.
You got to
And
be a leader of men.
when you're a leader, you got to lead men. You got to be somebody they can believe in. And if they believe in you, yeah, we can out scheme him. Oh yeah, coach can come up with a scheme, but he got to be able to like that Tyreek Hill stuff. He should have been shut that stuff down. He should have traded that boy last year. He should have went on trading like, man, you ain't got the mentality, the winning mentality we want here in Miami, the atmosphere. Get your butt up out of here. Gone.
No one's
But
going
you
to
sat
believe in
around and you
anybody.
want to because Tyreek Hill looked good in my system, and he's the perfect wide receiver in my system. And so it's just the whole disconnect. And then you got Tua, man. I know was a big Tua fan, you know. I
Hmm.
know was a huge Tua fan. You know, Tua one of them dudes. If he got a great offensive line, yeah, he get that ball out. But after other than that, if he ain't got a pristine offensive line, you may well put somebody else back there.
Go ahead, Butcher. What you got?
Look at Mike McDaniel. Nobody believes in that man. Nobody's gonna believe in a guy who looks like he should be the manager at a Best Buy. I mean, like, no, it's not gonna happen.
I want to hear one of his speeches. Like, what is one of his pregame speeches? Do he like,
Have you heard
yeah,
him
let's
talk?
go out there, let's go out there. I mean,
Have you
I
ever heard him
was,
talk?
yeah, in the interviews,
Okay.
yeah.
Were you inspired?
Oh no,
Can we
no,
say what you like? Dan
yeah.
Campbell.
Hey, Butcher, I'm
Huh?
inspired. I'm inspired to bring in my laptop.
There you go. Absolutely.
It's
he
hard
he
outside.
he is he is the ultimate like sarcastic like it. I think a lot of people were hoping he was like the next generation or the millennial coach, I guess, and the turning point for coaching. Obviously he's not that. The whole sarcasm thing with the media is like kind of like it's cool for clips, but it doesn't. You're a football coach, just like Mill said. You're not doing anything but um getting some clips from the media. That's it. You're not inspiring people. I've never heard anybody feel like they want to run through a brick wall for Mike McDaniels.
Absolutely not.
You want to run to him with your phone. You have a problem with your phone or your laptop. You gonna run to him.
That's
All
right.
right, all right, all right. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about Mills's team. The Giants
Mm,
are seemingly struggling like
mm,
Russell Wilson
mm,
struggled last season. Uh,
mm.
a lot of people are questioning whether Russell Wilson should start going forward. Should it be Jackson Dart? Some people believe more in Jameis Winston. What is our local expert opinion on the Giants and who should start at quarterback?
Y'all want me to go first?
You the local expert.
Well, I get emotional during the games. I mean, midway of the game, I was ready to see Jackson die, but now, um, you roll Russell Wilson back out there. The line they got it. I mean, it's hard to evaluate a quarterback with a bad offensive line. And then for other people to say Jackson Dart, do you really want to put a rookie behind a bad offensive line, and you think you're gonna have a good outcome? If you take, I'm gonna take this rookie and I'm gonna put him behind a bad offensive line, and you think you're gonna have a good outcome? It ain't gonna work. They got to. I don't know the status of Andrew Thomas for this week, but I got to get my left tackle back, and we got to get that line. I think last week the play calling blew me away. That I couldn't get over the play calling. But Russell Wilson, you got to roll Russell Wilson out there now. If Russell Wilson don't look no better this week than he did last week, then next week Kansas City coming to town, first home game. Let the Jackson Dart era begin. But this week, Russell Wilson, I'm team Russell Wilson this week. But let the Jackson Dart era begin. If he don't look no better, because uh, he looked rusty, and Russ looked rusty. But the offensive line, man, I mean, he was under pressure a lot. But he knew that coming in. When you signed with the Giants, you already knew that, and he a veteran. So he should some of that stuff he should have been able to kind of I don't know if check outer or whatever, saying to do something better. But I ain't big on putting a rookie behind a bad offensive line. Let's let the line play a little better. That's my take.
Go ahead, Butcher.
I understand if you want to wait a few games and let Jackson Dart get comfortable with the playbook, get comfortable with being a professional before you throw him out there behind a bad offensive line. But I don't understand why anybody want to see Russell Wilson quarterback anything anymore. It's over. It's done. Go home, be a family man. Raise your kids. Go home to your beautiful wife. It's done. Russell Wilson is not just washed. He is hung up, ironed. It's done. It's
You say
over.
he been washed the iron and hung in
Hung in the closet. No, he's not even in the closet. He's in the dresser.
the.
It is over. It is done. Let it go.
I think he got a little bit left in the tank. Now the tank, the gas light might be about to come on, but he got a little bit.
There's nothing in that tank. That tank is empty. It was
May
empty when he played in Pittsburgh. It was empty when he played in Denver. It's done. Right now, Russell Wilson should go to when he gets his check, he should put a ski mask on. He is stealing money. And I for one do not support it.
maybe Sierra can come out and do like a nice little dance routine and get the
Be
team
better.
motivated or something like that.
Hey,
Sierra can
look,
put a
hold up,
jersey
hold
on. She
up.
might be better.
I got a quick question. Quick question. So, would you rather have Mac Jones or Russell Wilson starting for your Niners this week?
Don't put that man in a more dilemma like that.
I'd rather have a fifth of Jack.
Come on, man.
It or maybe little future can come out and be the Giants' next running back, something like that. You know
Hey man,
what I mean? Maybe little future Wilson can come. Maybe little future Wilson can come out and be the next Giants' great running back. Since y'all miss Barkley so much.
sensational.
Um,
We
I
missed it. We
this
missed
is
the
this,
line. We missed the offensive line. That's our problem. We can't. We don't draft it. We don't draft an offensive lineman. That ain't work. We don't sign offensive lineman in free agency. We can't evaluate off. We can't evaluate or coach offensive line. Our line has been trashed the last 5 or 6 years. You look at the number one issue with the Giants the last 5 years is offensive line, and that starts at the top. That starts the management. So the problem with the Giants is Joe Shane. That's the problem with the Giants. Brian Daboll has said this year he
You
want to
miss
hand his
Dave
play
Gettleman?
calling duties off.
You
His
miss
only
Dave
strength,
Gettleman?
Brian Daboll's strength is play calling duties. He want to hand that shit off. So
Hey man,
you know,
not everybody can be a head coach.
yeah,
Some people are meant to just
this,
be the assistant.
exactly.
this,
Some people are just good at that.
this is
Deepest
absolutely what needs
generation
to
know of Turner.
this is what needs to happen with that quarterback battle, right? I give Russell one more week, so he gets 2 weeks. I'll bring Jameis in there. I'll give him 2 weeks. Okay. And if there is not a significant amount of change, every good week extends you out one more week. All right, you play week for week, and if it doesn't work out after the two weeks with Jameis, you go on to Jackson Dart. Therefore, you kind of set the expectations for what you want for your quarterback, right? I think that's fair for everybody. Everybody gets somewhat of a tryout. Dart can get his experience in for the year before the injuries really start coming piling in, and he can still have somewhat of a decent team. You know that offensive line is bad now, but it's going to get even worse once you get those injuries coming in. I don't know how much worse it can get, but it can.
At this point, maybe the backups may. I mean, shit. They might do a little better. I don't know.
But we'll move on. The last topic for the week. Aaron Rodgers led the Steelers to a big win against the Jets, his former team, uh, last week. And do we think he has? Is it just a flash in the pan, or is it something Aaron Rodgers' success that we'll see throughout this season? Or is it just something for week one? And a little reminder, they have the Seahawks coming up this week.
Um, well, let's be honest. He was highly motivated because he was playing against his former team. That kind of chewed him up and spit him out, and basically said everything bad happened was his fault. I think he's on a much better team with a much better offensive line, much better position around him. But for the theme of the night, he's still washed, so it doesn't matter. Now he's going to play against real teams like Cincinnati, like Baltimore, like Buffalo. He's going to play real teams, and they're going to show how washed he actually is. And he don't believe in modern medicine, so it don't matter.
Go ahead, Mills. Give us your opinion.
Pittsburgh.
But you said
Well, the thing about Pittsburgh. See, this is the thing about Pittsburgh. It ain't about the regular season with Pittsburgh. It ain't about the regular season. Pittsburgh playoffs every year. It's can he get them further than with all the other quarterbacks that got him. Then I had the last Mason Rudolph and all the cast of characters. All of them got him to the playoffs. So with Aaron Rodgers, it's can he? If his test ain't coming to the playoffs, his test is not really coming to the playoffs. As far as this season, I think he gonna have some ups and downs. I think that right now they in a good groove with him and Tomlin and everybody in a good groove and he in a good headspace. So, but I mean I ain't looking for a whole lot of 4 touchdown games or whatever. But I the test gonna come in the playoffs. Can he get them to the playoffs? And when the playoff game comes, can he put them over the hump? Because that's Pittsburgh issue right there. It ain't getting to the playoffs. You can pencil them in for a wild card.
You think they're gonna get to the
see,
playoffs?
I mean, they usually he can get them to the playoffs. He can get them there. He got enough left in the tank for to get them to the playoffs.
I think the real test comes before the playoffs. I think that everything's good now. He is definitely a old quarterback. We can all agree he's very fragile at the age he is right now. As soon as now he got hit a few times last week, but he when he really starts getting hit hard, I'm talking about late in that season when you're really grinding out injuries and you're having a whole bunch going on, and it takes one big hit, and he's not gonna want to play this season. He's gonna want to retire. He's gonna, oh damn, I would feel a lot better on my fucking couch right now than it would be playing this football game. And that's when it's really going to get really rough for him. When he starts getting hit, and getting those real NFL um, hit sticks laid on him, that's when it's going to get hard for him. When he's got to endure some
I
shit.
ain't gonna do Aaron like that. I ain't gonna do Aaron like that. Aaron ain't one of my favorite players personally, but I respect Aaron. Aaron been kind of tough, man. I ain't gonna do Aaron like that. That once he get hit, you saying he gonna be ready to pack up and go.
You
I ain't
think
gonna
he's
do Aaron
tough?
like that.
He doesn't have to play. He doesn't have to play. That's the fact of it. He could
Well,
be
if
on
he
his
didn't have
couch
to
right
play,
now.
he wouldn't have played. Well, then why is he playing? Why did he play then? Why is he playing? He still
Ego.
wants
It's
to
for
play.
Aaron. For Aaron, it's all
He still
ego.
won't. No, he still want to play.
Aaron
You can call
Aaron
it
Glenn
ego or
told
whatever.
Aaron
You,
Aaron
you can
Glenn
call it
told
ego or
told this
whatever.
man.
But
Aaron
this
Glenn
man,
told this man he was not the quarterback they wanted. His
yeah,
ego kicked in
he's
and said,
supposed
"I'm
to.
gonna play
That's
one
what
more
he's supposed to
season
told him.
and I'm gonna
That's
prove
what
you." And it's not
Aaron
gonna
Glenn
happen.
made the right. Aaron Glenn made the right decision for his team. You're not the quarterback for me because you're not going to be running this team like you did last year. You're not gonna run the team. He basically ran the team. He's saying this is a new era. I don't need you. Aaron Glenn made the right decision for the Jets. And Aaron Rodgers went to his best possible situation. For the Jets, he was a savior. For Pittsburgh, it's like, we can get to the playoffs. We got the playoffs with Mason Rudolph, man. They got to the playoffs with scrubs. They get to the playoffs. Your job, Aaron, is winning the playoff game, getting us over the hump. We want some of that Aaron Rodgers. They want some, and of course, you got to get through the season. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to play well. But Pittsburgh want to see that Aaron Rodgers magic playoff time. Playoff time when you got to go to Baltimore, or you're going to have to go out there to see Harbaugh, or, you know what I'm saying, or possibly Kansas City, somebody. Playoff time, that's when Aaron Rodgers, during the regular season, he got enough in the tank to get him through the regular season. Because Pittsburgh gonna run the football, they're gonna play defense, they're gonna be physical, they're gonna be Pittsburgh. So he can get through as long as they don't get in one of his little tantrums and stuff like that. Right now in a good place. The issue with him is gonna be playoffs. Because they win, let's say Pittsburgh win 12 games, they get the playoffs, they lose in the first round. What's gonna be the narrative? What's gonna be the narrative? Send Mike Tomlin gonna get fired. So it's about the playoff with Pittsburgh. You know.
Go ahead, Butcher.
When's the last time Aaron Rodgers had magic in the playoffs?
Exactly. That's why I say it's playoffs. He had magic in playoffs in a while.
A while?
Since he beat the Cowboys.
A decade.
I think the last team he beat in the playoffs was the Cowboys.
A decade.
Yeah, they played the Dez Bryant catch game. That's the last I could think of. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So regular season ain't gonna mean a lot. If they don't get to the playoffs, then of course, you know, we all know he washed. What you said about Russell Wilson? He washed, ironed, and put away. Yeah.
I will give Aaron Rodgers this. He is neatly in the dryer right now.
He ain't gonna be up and down. He ain't washed. He in the dirty clothes pile. He in the dirty clothes pile, man. He
is neatly in the dryer. He has been washed.
Butcher, how does the season play out for him?
For Aaron Rodgers?
For Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, how does it play out?
9-8, missing the playoffs.
I guess they ain't gonna get it done in the AFC.
9-8, because Mike Tomlin is incapable of having a losing season. So it's 9-8, but they won't make the playoffs, and Aaron will retire.
Yeah.
And Mike Tomlin will be the next analyst for Amazon.
No, he'll have coach. If he want to coach, he'll have a coaching job.
Nah, take a year off.
You got to work about 15 minutes.
Take the year off and then wait for the next year.
What he should do if they let what he should do is step down and then coach the New York Giants next year. That's what we need. We need to do like that to take over.
No, Mike Tomlin should step down, and Baltimore should fire John Harbaugh and get Mike Tomlin.
That'd be crazy. That'd be wild.
Mm.
Hell, they could switch places for real.
Baltimore would be better off. Baltimore would be better off.
Steelers would be better off. At least you go to the playoffs.
Steelers be better off with Harbaugh. Steelers be better off with Harbaugh.
Absolutely. At least you make the playoffs at that point.
No,
Harbaugh gonna make the playoffs.
Hold on. I got one question.
How's it not better?
I got one question. Who the hell gonna be the quarterback? Who gonna be Harbaugh's quarterback in Pittsburgh?
Hell, no, I don't think that far ahead. That's not up to me. That's his job.
That's gonna be a whole big thing.
The Steelers would be better,
but he'll be better. He'll be better at picking quarterbacks than Tomlin is. If that's not
Tomlin don't
a
pick the
fact,
quarterbacks.
Tomlin don't pick quarterbacks.
Tomlin don't pick the quarterbacks. Tomlin makes no personnel decisions.
he's
Makes
still.
none. Makes
What do
no
you mean?
personnel decisions.
No, there's no chance in hell.
He literally says,
Tomlin,
"I have no.
He's a
You picking my
defensive.
coaching.
Tomlin's a defensive coach, man. He don't.
You
He ain't
picking my
really.
coaching. That is
He
his
may
thing."
have input
that's
on
a
it, but he ain't really picking the quarterback.
and that explains why they can't make the playoffs and why they haven't been
You
successful
picking my
They
coach.
in
make the
years.
playoffs. They make the playoffs. They've been successful in the playoffs. Pittsburgh. That's the thing. That's the point I think you're missing, Dickens. They get to the playoffs. If they don't get to the playoffs, then they really the drop off.
He got
They
to the
ain't
playoffs
winning
with
the playoffs. They
Mason
won it
Rudolph
like,
as his quarterback. Mason
yeah,
Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph. Yeah. But Harbaugh, I don't think you put Harbaugh, if you switch him right now, Harbaugh on that team with Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, Arthur Smith is the offensive. I
Five
don't see them
games.
going any further. I really don't.
5 games. 5 and
I don't
12.
see them going any further.
Harbaugh. First of all, if Lamar Jackson is leaving while John Harbaugh still has a job, he's a
Exactly.
bum. He's a
What
I
what
ain't gonna
bum.
say he's a
where
bum.
does
I
the
ain't gonna say
Harbaugh hate?
I
Where's
ain't
the
gonna say
Harbaugh hate coming from?
Harbaugh is a decent coach. I ain't gonna say he's a bum,
Get him out of here.
but
He's holding them back.
He's benefited from Lamar Jackson.
He's holding them back. He's holding them back. It
He
came to
was about to lose his job before Lamar got
Yeah, before Lamar
drafted.
got there, he was on the hot seat,
they should have fired him.
and Lamar showed up.
Get him
Yeah.
out of here. He's holding them back. He
I
gets
just don't.
outcoached by Sean McDermott every year now. Every year. Every year. Literally just last week, you got Lamar Jackson, 4th and 3. Why are you kicking a punt? You gave Buffalo 4 downs to get 10 yards now. 4 downs to
Yeah,
get 10 yards.
yeah. I don't went for it. I had to go with my MVP quarterback. And
John
there
Harbaugh was a
is
special teams coach anyway. I don't trust no special team coach running my team anyway. Get him
I
out of
mean,
here.
I ain't killing the guy as a head coach, but I
Bum.
just think that I think that his time in Baltimore
He
is
the
coming
third best
short.
Harbaugh coach. Third
Huh?
best Harbaugh. He's the third best Harbaugh
But
coach.
I don't know, but two of them. I don't know the daddy.
His daddy was better.
Oh yeah, the daddy was high school, didn't he? One of your legendary high school coach.
Yup.
Yeah, he can't coach like his brother Jim. Jim, my guy. But see, Jim half crazy. That's why.
Jim a top 5 coach.
Jim half crazy.
Jim's a top 5 football coach.
Yeah.
I wish he was still my team's coach.
I could say the best coach the 49ers had since Walsh.
I agree.
Just saying.
Well, you guys are my special teams coaches. You guys are my special team coaches, and
I think
you
you
guys are
special too, Dickens.
so
No,
special, and
I'm a defensive
bring so
coordinator.
much,
I ain't no damn
bring so
special
much
team
to the
coach.
team.
I'm a defensive coordinator.
I'm a star wide out, baby.
Yeah.
Star wide receiver. Get me the ball.
And with that being said, that is the second episode of the Next Play podcast. I enjoyed this week's episode. Hopefully, we can get Butcher with an actual good camera next week. And we'll have a good quality professional episode. I enjoyed this week's topics, though. I did like the conversation this week. To me, was a lot better than week one. Um, even though both weeks was really good, it was a good quality episode, and I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all want to say anything to anybody watching this?
Shout out to all the ladies out there.
Because
Yeah, shout
so
out to
many
everybody.
ladies are watching this right now.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to everybody, man. Just appreciate the people that's watching and everything, and just rocking with us, man. Keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep getting better and better at this thing.
Yeah, keep rocking with us.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, and
The crazy world.
we're gonna reveal
Where your
Dickens' love.
condoms? Where your
We're
condoms?
gonna get reveal Dickens' love affair with LeBron James eventually.
I want to have that conversation right now. Off
That-
this
that's
podcast.
that's got to be a special episode. That's got to be a special episode.
Yes.
The people don't deserve it at this point.
With
They
the
haven't
LeBron
got to that
James.
point.
LeBron
I
James.
would like to give a good special birthday shout out to James Carell, been a big
JC.
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
supporter of
Oh,
us week one and left many comments and likes. So we appreciate you guys. But other
Appreciate
than
you,
that,
Mr. C.
let's head out. Y'all have a good week.
happy
We'll
birthday,
see you.
Dad.